game definitely starts on May 18th, 2026. And I would like to welcome everyone to Scions of the Dark Goddess, Chapter 3, Flight of the Cuckoo. Cuckoo! 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 Did everyone get a chance to watch the little video of the cuckoo pushing the eggs out of the nest?
I haven't watched that video, but I know what it's like.
I haven't watched it. I just was a bit running a bit in the.
Hey, look, nice DJ's so good you don't want to sip it.
Just scrambling
chug
Oh, but I did watch a movie recently where they talked about cuckoos, so maybe I have seen this, kind of.
On the branches.
I've definitely seen nature videos about cuckoos before, even if not that specific one.
On the branches of the tallest oak tree is a nest with speckled eggs. The mother, a small reed warbler with pointed feathers, looks attentively at what is about to happen. One of the eggs moves. The shell opens with a force, striving to be freed from inside. The tap of a beak. One by one, the eggs give way to the emerging life. Tiny chicks breaking into their litany of hungry squawking. The last one, the biggest of all, opens to reveal a different bird from its siblings. It is a cuckoo chick. Its real mother left it in the reed warbler's nest so that it would be adopted. The newborn cuckoo is so big that it shakes the nest when it moves. Under its mother's gaze, the cuckoo makes space in the small nest by throwing one of the other chicks to the ground. But the cuckoo is still uncomfortable and decides to gain more and more space. After a few seconds, only this enormous chick remains, demanding food from its adoptive mother. The little reed warbler is hardly half the size of the chick that emerged from the egg, which has killed her babies, and yet she is convinced that it is her young and that her job from this moment onwards is to feed it until it takes flight. Welcome to Bernie City, Oklahoma, a town with a population of around 18,000 inhabitants to the north of Tulsa, one of the biggest towns in the state. You have all been hired by a law firm to investigate a murder, the Kesselberg case. The people that have hired you, Hermes Ramstein, a well-known law firm with hundreds of offices all over the state. This prestigious law firm has hired you as a group of independent investigators to help prepare Stella Kesselberg's defense, as she has been accused of murder. The evidence against her is overwhelming, which is why you've been put together as a group, the best in your field, to find any possible motive that might have driven her to kill. She's accused of the murder of controversial heavy metal singer John Michael Owens. A week ago, Owens was found dead in a strip club called Nightingales on the outskirts of Bernie City. His naked body was found inside of one of the club's private rooms, bound with rope in a strange, erotic position. And, what is even more macabre, he had been decapitated. The police still do not know the location of the head. The district attorney is relying on film from the strip club surveillance camera where the accused, Stella Kesselberg, can clearly be seen leaving the scene moments after the murder. They are also relying on various witnesses to confirm that they saw Stella accompany the victim into the private area of Nightingales. They are analyzing the DNA samples found on the crime scene, and the results will be revealed shortly. Thanks to the news reports about this, you have all heard the following information. Moments after being arrested, Stella Kesselberg injected herself with a heroin overdose, intending to kill herself, maybe because she regretted her crime. Nevertheless, she is still alive, held under police custody at Bernie City Central Hospital. Since she was detained, Stella has kept silent and refuses to talk to anybody. Kesselberg is guilty, Ramstein says. Now, we're not looking to find out if somebody else did it. We're looking to find out why, and that's why I've brought all of you here. Why don't you all go ahead and introduce your characters?
This is an accurate description of an actual meeting of new people.
Everyone's waiting intently to see who speaks first.
I'm Craig Harris. I'm from the Massachusetts office of Mainline Services Incorporated. We were hired on as a investigative consultant for this issue. Can't say I intended to come to Oklahoma, but, well, job's a job.
Dr. Claire Thompson, a forensic psychiatrist that normally works with the Dallas-Fort Worth Police Department. I've been called in to assist with this case. I previously helped the police catch the Blackwood Butcher serial killer.
Impressive. I think I heard of that. I'm Terry Montroy. I'm here at Shreveport with my partner Millie, and we've been hired on to help the defense, such as it is.
Hey, I'm Millie. What Terry?
You know, I actually had a feeling that Terry would be more of the talker out of the two of us.
What Terry said, yeah.
No. Okay, is that everybody, or?
Pretty sure.
That's
all
us.
right. Good afternoon, you all. My name is Cornelia Ramstein. I'm one of the partners here at Hermes Ramstein, and I've asked all of you here to assist me with preparing the defense for Miss Kesselberg. Clearly, we think that she's done this, but we're trying to understand the why of it. Maybe see if we can find some leniency from the judge for some extenuating circumstances, perhaps. Problem is, she refuses to talk to anybody, so I need you to help me find any evidence that you can that may help reduce her sentence. Y'all have any questions?
Actually, well, interviewing her directly would be best for my assessment. I can glean some information from her personal effects, her writings, interviewing her friends and family. Do I have access to her apartment?
I believe we could probably make something like that available to you. Now, as far as interviewing her, you're welcome to go down to the hospital and try to talk to her, but so far she has refused to talk to anybody. We think that she might be catatonic from her attempted suicide by heroin overdose.
Okay. Well, saying nothing sometimes says something. I could try, but like I said, I could also gain some more information from speaking to her relatives and her friends.
Certainly. Anything else?
Can we get access to the police report? Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
I'd like access to as much of the police report as possible.
I'm sure that we'll be able to accommodate that.
Speaking of the police, we happen to have access to any forensic samples of theirs?
The police are doing their own forensic analysis of the DNA. We don't have the report back yet, but I'm reasonably certain that's going to come back here in the next day or two.
All right, that's good to know.
Okay, so as you all are aware, headline news the last few days, tornadoes wreaking havoc in neighboring villages around around Bernie City, has eclipsed all other news in the media. This weather has been taking place amid a rainy, gloomy season with strong gales, which make it difficult to go anywhere in any kind of vehicle right now. The offices of the law firm here occupy the top floor of a modern building in the center of town with large glass walls, and as labeled on the building as you come in, it's all powered with renewable energy. From the elevator, you can see people are glued to their laptops, far from the bustling traffic outside, which can be seen through thick glass windows spattered with rain. Earlier, as you came in, the receptionist welcomed you, repeating this message over the phone over and over again. Hermes Ramstein, Bernie City office, how can I help you? Cornelia Ramstein has brought you all together, and we're gonna brief on the developments that have been going on. You are all in the war room. I did not have a chance to get this put onto the scenes. But here's the war room where Cornelia is sitting, and this tall fella standing behind her here. And of course, the founding member of the Ramstein law firm, Mr. Harry Potter. Let's see here, Mr. Hermes Ramstein. He is not here, however. Let's see here. What all do we have for you? The war room is an ostentatious place with large wooden tables surrounded by ergonomic chairs. The portrait of the founding member Hermes Ramstein, a gentleman with rough-looking stare, and an owl with white feathers perched on his right arm. You all recognize him. His strange death filled the news headlines about a year ago. Hermes Ramstein, lawyer, businessman, and multimillionaire, died in a helicopter accident in Turkey. There are many TV programs about governmental conspiracies which link this accident with private interests, including the fact that the body was never found among the wreckage of the accident. Seated around the table are Mrs. Ramstein and her secretary, Mr. Chambers, a thick, silent, servile man. At the back, an enormous, expensive aquarium fills an entire wall, producing a hum of bubbles. The absence of fish is noticeable. No one needs to roll a spot hidden to see this. It only contains various species of aquatic plants with phosphorescent colors, which appear to dance as they are shaken by the bubbles from the water pump. Miss Ramstein goes into the case. Everything is included in the case dossier, she says. I'm quite willing to answer any direct questions that you've got. You all have a computer screen built into the table in front of you, which shows the dossier with photos of the people that are involved. We're going to play the security cam footage from Nightingale's. Stella Kesselberg is seen coming out of the nightclub's doors. You won't be able to receive any hard copies. All of the case information is on the IT servers of the law firm and can be viewed by these screens here in order to ensure confidentiality. Any other questions at the moment?
Yes. Do you happen to have the contact information or a list of her family and friends?
That should be in the dossier. We'll go over that in a few minutes. Anything else?
What's her first name?
Her name is
Um,
Cornelia.
Is this lockdown of information standard procedure for your office?
The what?
Pretty standard for most lawyers dealing with a case, yes, because they need to control the information. It looks really bad for their profession if it ends up on the internet.
Or in the hands of reporters.
There it is.
Same thing.
All right, so I have handouts for you to read. Sorry that this is going to be cerebral for the very beginning of the game, but this is somewhat important that you have access to this. You all have a little light reading to do here. Why don't we pick an unfortunate person to go ahead and start with the U.S. Department of Justice, FBI, Criminal Justice Information Service Division report here, starting with witnesses.
Okay, it's dated May 26th. Witnesses Rick Hollabook, Anna Marie Cruz, Brooklyn. Crime scene. The victim was bound and immobilized by way of knots in the erotic Japanese bondage-style shibari in a private room at Nightingale Strip Club. In the 30-square-foot room with mirrored walls and ceilings, most of which were broken, were found multiple samples of blood from the victim on the chair, the carpet, and the mirrors. Traces of semen belonging to the victim. 2 partial fingerprints belonging to a second person. These are a 90% match with Stella Keseberg's prints. No documents, cell phones, money, or other valuables belonging to the victim were found. Photo stills of the surveillance camera. In the enlargement of the images picked up by the camera at the entrance, Stella Keseberg's face can be seen looking at the camera. Call history of Stella Keseberg's. Principal subject, the day of the murder. 0.23, 1 hour before the crime. Origin, public phone booth, 51818, 1546 North Sunset Boulevard, Bernie City, Oklahoma, 74003, opposite Nightingales. Duration, 1 minute, 32 seconds.
You said Shibari. You sure you didn't mean Sudoku?
Well, perhaps it was that too.
Even worse.
Oh my
On a
gosh.
serious matter, so she robbed him, right? That's where we're going from here? She took his money and ran? Is that what we're to
There-
understand?
There is that implication, although his head was never found.
I don't know why she would go through all that effort, honestly.
Her getting a
Perhaps
call
I
from
can
a
help.
public phone right before it happened. Was this a paid hit?
It's a hell of a paid hit, if you ask me.
Bringing
Who
the
hated this
head
guy
for
so much
proof.
to have him behead?
Yeah, but a head is excellent proof of death, isn't it?
Yeah.
Last
We
I
don't
checked,
think that it was motivated by theft. His head was removed. People
Yeah.
who are stealing money for the purposes of stealing money usually don't cut off the heads of their victims.
Right. So, what's your working theory on why she did this?
I don't
Wasn't
have
an
one.
attempt
That's
to
why I hired
obscure.
you.
It was an attempt to obscure his identity, or she would have thought to remove his fingertips as well.
Wait, do we have the identity of the victim? Let's see here.
Yes, as I said, it was
Sorry.
heavy metal rock and roll.
Heavy metal.
Mr. John Michael Owens. And this was a week ago. He was found dead in the strip club called Nightingales on the outskirts of Bernie City.
that's definitely a place to check. Also, I'd like to see if they have a security camera that may have picked up that phone booth at that time, see who was making the call to him. Or your client, excuse me.
We also have this dossier on Miss Kesselberg.
Did she work at the strip club?
Well, you'll see in the dossier here in a moment. There's her photo. And her pertinent details. Provide that for you. All right. Nice little card here.
She has an OnlyFans.
For her channel Sexy Friend, where she charges for access to her erotic videos and photos. Okay, there's one. Here's the dossier on Mr. John Michael Owens. Now remember, this is all on your secured laptop. Please do not leave this laptop sitting out when it's not in your direct supervision. This is all proprietary information, not to be shared with members of the public, including and especially the press.
Of course. It's not my first rodeo.
What's this religious community he was a part of?
Religious community. Let's see here.
Corey Bantus?
Corey Bantus religious community. I don't have very much information on that. All right, so I'm gonna have to do it this way. Who would like to start on our coroner's report?
I guess I will.
All right, here we go. Now, this is all that we're able to release at this particular time. Some of the details are being obscured by the police. We expect to get a more detailed, uncensored version at a later time, possibly. But right now, this is what we have to go on. Go ahead and give us a start there.
Well, the deceased is John Michael Owen. He's Caucasian, male, 36. His address is 18934 Harmon Street. He's got undetermined profession. Violent cause of death. No notes. No vehicle accident information. Notified by no one. No address. Agent in charge is one Edward Gross. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
And also, suspicious, unusual, or unnatural is also checked for cause of death.
Oh yes, you're correct. I missed that.
Yep.
All right. So, how was he found? What's going on here? He was found naked. He was decapitated. No eyes, hair, mustache, beard. He was 6'2", 6'2", 216 pounds. No body temperature recorded. Date and time is May 6th, 2026 at 9:30.
1:30.
I believe that's
1:30.
actually 1:30 in the morning.
My bad, 1:30.
That's okay.
Rigor mortis hasn't set in yet. Some marks we have violent wounds caused by a sharp instrument at close range, damaging several organs, heart, lungs, and liver. The wounds were inflicted from the front, from the right to the left, slanting downwards. Oh, from the front, from right to left, slanting downwards, excuse me. The head and the right thumb, have been amputated from the corpse, and some type of serrated instrument, possibly a handsaw or a hunting knife with a serrated blade. And we have a bit here that's censored. Body presents with abrasions on the wrists, a sign he was being restrained while he was alive. Narcotic analysis in the blood shows cocaine, an undisclosed level, in the femoral artery. In the brain, methamphetamine, undisclosed dosage in the femoral artery, and then some extra notes that have been censored for us here. Then, according to the coroner, medical examiner, the probable cause of death is multiple thoracic abdominal trauma caused by multiple incisions from a bladed weapon. Now, to put that simply, it sounds like he was stabbed and died from blood loss. Type of death is still ruled as a homicide, and an autopsy was requested. This was signed and dated on the 12th. So 6 days after he died.
I can't help but notice that this autopsy report has been redacted. Is there a chance that we can get our hands on the actual unredacted version or speak to the forensic doctor from the
I will
autopsy?
be working to get that information for you. I was unable to obtain the unredacted version as of yet.
Well, they can't bring it into evidence without running it by the defense first, so they will
Correct.
have to provide you with the unredacted version at some point.
Yes. I believe the issue is that they're still running the DNA analysis and some other tests, and there is some sensitive information while they are still wrapping up the last little bit of their investigation. And they don't want to taint the investigation until they're ready to finish bringing it to court.
Okay.
The pattern on some of these wounds, was there any mention of stigmata?
Let me take a look here. No, there was no mention of stigmata.
The X's on the wrists and ankles are indications of where abrasions from him being restrained. He was tied at wrist and ankle.
Mhm.
That's not stigmata.
Tied in Sudoku.
And he's lacking a replica wound in the side, or palms or wrist, or ankles or feet if someone was trying to inflict stigmata on him. Can my character with her medicine, could she glean anything else from this autopsy report?
Could I also roll forensic since I have it?
You certainly can.
Nail it. Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
And I would also like everyone to roll me a psychology.
Ah, damn. My rolls are not doing it today. So far.
Mine are never doing it, so.
Well, this time
I guess I'm in
playing
good
an
company then.
actual. This time I'm playing a psychiatrist, so you better be sure she has decently high psychology.
So Cornelia comes off as a legal eagle. She is a domineering personality. She clearly has control issues. She's asked her secretary to leave the room so she could speak more freely with you. Look, I'm going to cut to the chase. This is probably going to be a waste of time, but I need you to investigate like this is not a waste of time. I'm expecting to find something of significance here that's going to get her sentence reduced. And it's very important, and she leans on these words really heavy. It's very important that you do a thorough job of investigating this. You pick up on something. You can't quite put your finger on it, but there's an undercurrent here coming off of her that you can't quite put your finger on. Something's not right. You've dealt with cases like this before. You're not sure if it's because of the nature of the case or what, but something about Cornelia, it's definitely legitimate, but there's just something off. You can't put your finger on it.
Claire kind of tilts her head slightly as she considers her. Right. I also succeeded a medicine roll in terms of interpreting the autopsy. I don't know if that gets me anything additional.
That will get you more when you get the unredacted report.
Okay.
There will be some further cases.
Okay.
Furthermore, you need to understand a few things. Yes, despite the fact that we're an established law firm, it is true. We are taking this case on pro bono, an altruistic activity that we're doing. Lawyers get a bad name, and so we're trying to improve how the public sees our law firm by doing this case pro bono. But you register a hidden interest on her part. There's something else in this. She has some other interest besides just altruistic activity here, but you're not sure. You're not sure what it is exactly.
Well, I mean, lawyers aren't really altruistic, are they? So I guess that's pretty standard. Claire is going to keep her insights to herself rather than call her out in front of everybody.
Okay.
And her.
Is there anybody who has a high? Oh, go ahead.
On the autopsy, it mentioned that the victim had both meth and cocaine in his bloodstream. They have the amounts redacted. Do they know if he was intoxicated at the time of death or if that was just lingering?
I don't have that information, but I'll get that information for you.
Appreciate it.
We need
Although
to see the.
we do believe though that they were engaging in drugs and as part of their whatever they were doing. Giving him a speedball like that may have been a way to get him to do things he would normally do, as well as to lure him into a false sense of security.
Do you think we could roll law to... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, go ahead.
I was curious if we could roll law to determine why the police might be redacting the amount.
Part of the ongoing investigation.
Again,
you're welcome to roll, but that's what you're going to get.
So,
since we have a laptop, can I look up the police officer in charge of the case?
This is an FBI agent, actually, is it not?
It is.
Okay.
So, I mean, do we know why the FBI is involved? No one is.
Usually it's because it crosses state lines, the FBI becomes involved.
Well, it didn't cross state lines. She was caught pretty quickly, wasn't she?
Where is she from, though? Is she living in Oklahoma, or was she from somewhere else?
I do not believe that she was living in Oklahoma, no.
Still, she should be persecuted by Oklahoma law, or at least by Oklahoma courts. I'm not sure why they brought in the feds here.
Does Claire understand why they brought in the feds?
She tells you she believes it's because it's a high-profile case involving a celebrity. And they are concerned because these kinds of cases tend to spawn copycats and can cause an undue amount of interest in the case. And then from your psychology that you rolled earlier, you get the impression that she's a little flummoxed as to why the FBI was brought in as well.
I don't think it passes Claire's sniff test either.
Usually the FBI would get involved for things that, kidnapping of children, murders or crimes that cross state lines, serial killers, murders with patterns that are repeating, things of that nature. But, I mean, this is an isolated event, right?
Or the FBI knows something that they haven't shared with you guys, because if this is another serial killer, well, that would definitely explain why I'm here too, wouldn't it?
Yes. It's very important that we find the motive which drove Stella to murder Mr. Owens. For that, you're going to have to speak to Stella, who has, until this moment, decided to keep quiet. Hopefully, you'll be able to reach her and speak with her, but I'm not hopeful, but I'm sure that you will figure a way to get through to her.
Claire is going to nod and stand up and pack up the laptop, which I'm assuming we're able to take with us. It's just encrypted so that no one else can use it, right?
Go ahead and roll me computer use or library use. Everybody can do that.
All right.
I think this is Delta Green.
Well,
Yeah, Craig. You realize, looking at this laptop, that it emits a GPS signal at regular intervals, sending a report of its locations and online viewings, probably to Ms. Ramstein's private server. You suspect that there's probably also spyware in it.
I don't
Would be
think
able to
somebody
record.
in 2025 or 2026 necessarily needs to get a computer science role to understand that it's probably packed full of spyware and keyloggers and GPS trackers.
It's that way out of the box. But
Yeah,
we're being watched, and that doesn't surprise me.
no.
What other
Claire's
The
files?
tracking system can access the device's camera and microphone, is able to record any conversation or image that happens near it.
Claire is going to step over to the aquarium and goes, interesting that you've chosen not to put any fish in here.
Oh, well, I prefer plants. They're less intensive for the care they need, and I could still enjoy the beauty of the scene that they create in the tank.
Claire nods and goes, actually, I approve. Poor thing swimming round and round in a circle, trapped in glass. They're better off being free.
I agree. Okay, so why don't you guys talk amongst yourselves? I'm going to go get some coffee. She gets up and she goes out of the door, closing it behind her so that you guys can talk.
Claire is going to look at the rest of them and goes, now remember not to do anything too untoward on these laptops. They're almost certainly going to know what we did on them.
Greg is going to take a piece of paper and write out the words, "They're recording us," and hold it to where the cameras can't see it.
Claire is going to nod firmly. Is there somewhere we can put our laptops in that room to thwart the recording? A drawer or something?
I
Your
assume the room's
laptops or the
closed too.
laptop that you've been given.
Or
Laptops that
or
we've been
Ramstein
given.
secures, yeah.
So there's one laptop that you can use collectively, and there are also screens that are set into the table that show the same information. That way you have the ability to take the information with you if you need to, but the laptop itself is encrypted and should not be left unlocked when you're not using it.
So I'm sorry, do we each have a laptop, or there is only one laptop from Ramstein?
Try one more time. There's one laptop plus each of the seats that you were sitting at the table has a
Okay.
screen built into it. You can access the same information here. That way you can either do your research in the war room or you can take the laptop with you to another location. But do not leave it unlocked when not using it.
I think our first trip should be to the strip club. I'd love to see any video we can get on the phone booth that Stella got a call from right before it all went down.
Yeah,
Honestly, I should probably go to the hospital and attempt to speak to the perpetrator first.
I would like to get a look at where it happened. I'm sure they already gave that place a thorough picking over, but if there's anything left I might be able to tell or see, it'd be helpful.
Sure. Let's go
It
there
may not
then.
hurt to find Dr. Goss that did the autopsy. I'll talk to him a little bit.
Yes,
Gross,
I
excuse
do
me.
definitely want. I want to talk to the person that did the autopsy. I want to talk to the FBI agent. I want to talk to the Stella. I want to talk to any of Stella's friends that we can get our hands on.
Well, you think we should go to Stella first, or wait until we have a bit more of a clearer picture of who she is? Talk to her friends and family first.
Let's start with her, see if we can get anything out of her. And if
You have
not,
a point about checking out the nightclub, but if it's been so already gone over by the police, there really shouldn't be anything there to find.
I know, but it would be nice to at least give it an actual look over. Maybe we can play things out a little bit and test of how we think it went down, but that's just role playing and trying to brainstorm about it at that point.
plus they may
He
be
always
more
does this.
open to talk to us and police.
Yeah.
Certainly. And I don't know about the rest of you, but I could really use a milkshake. So why don't we get out of this room and head out to the nightclub and pick something on the way?
Yeah, I don't think you want any of the beverages they're serving.
Nobody goes there for the food.
Okay, so you're going to go eat?
We're going to leave the war room, get in a vehicle together, and swing through a drive-through, get milkshakes, and head to the strip club. We are locking laptop in the trunk.
Okay. All right. Typing in milkshake into Siri, she provides you with a nearby Steak and Shake. You pull through the drive-thru and order the shake flavors that you want. Unfortunately, the waitress at the microphone tells you she's sorry. The shake machine, the various flavors are broken. All they have is vanilla and chocolate.
What is this, McDonald's?
No, they actually worked somewhat.
I guess I'll get chocolate then.
Yeah, I was feeling more vanilla myself.
Can you make like
Okay.
a swirl? Make like a combination.
I like how you think.
Honey, if you want to order a chocolate one and a vanilla one and swirl it yourself, you're welcome to do that.
Can I get a large, like 2 smalls and like a large cup
Ah,
so I can combine them?
okay. So
Try
you
not
get
to
your
swirl
shakes.
what other people can see.
Okay. Having successfully navigated your shakes, you go to the Nightingales. You pull up. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Parking lot's empty.
Of course. It's too early.
Where are all the perps? They don't come out this early?
That one
No,
is
they don't
like
come out
Shreveport.
until they don't come out until the
Shreveport's
sun
24/7,
sets.
baby.
Ain't that the truth? People never get tired down there.
Everyone make me a spot hidden.
well, this is starting off as normal.
Miley and Terry, both of you notice a small sign on the door. It's difficult to see because the glass is darkened. But you can make out it says hours of operation are sundown to sun up. And then it says, y'all come back now, you hear?
I love that southern hospitality.
Man, this town is dead. Wow.
You're in Oklahoma, buddy.
What, do people work around here or something? That's bullshit.
All right. So it looks like they'll be probably back after the sun sets.
Well,
Start
I
with
guess
knock on the door, see if they're in there anyway. I mean, we are investigating.
that's a good point. Good point.
Okay, go ahead and knock for me.
Knock, knock. Was that Dex roll?
I like to imagine that this is just how Millie knocks. Knock,
Give me a
knock.
dex roll for a proper cop knock. Oh,
No, okay.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, the parking lot is completely empty. You knock on the door, there is no response.
Thus, Clara loudly sucks on her milkshake as it reaches the bottom and goes, "You know, we could go to one of our other stops first and then come back here."
Yeah, it's probably still visiting hours up at the hospital.
Certainly, it's easier to go and visit the hospital in the day than at night.
Might as well go see our defendant.
she'll actually talk to us, but I'm not optimistic there.
We can pull out the charm if we need to.
The hell is that?
Oh, honey, I get where you're coming from, but you just gotta help us help you, you know? You see? That
Are you a
routine.
lawyer? 'Cause you sound like one.
No, I'm just a charmer.
How about pull out my Glock 19?
Oh God, I heard that wrong.
Start talking, bitch.
Glock with the G and an L.
I think it's more hilarious that Buddy Cop that we accidentally just picked opposite handguns. I've got the Beretta.
I see you are
That is
also
funny.
a fan of the Glock.
You got one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're just smoother, you know.
Mhm.
Okay,
I
they're
I
also
like the
cheaper,
action.
but hey,
I like the
Beretta's
action on them.
arm and a leg on that.
It's worth it though. I mean, look at this baby, and I'll just pull it
Also,
out for a second.
I got the extra, but I got with the Glocks. You can get the more the 20-round magazine for the Glock 19. Pretty nice.
Oh yeah, double stack it.
Well, let's dispose of our empty milkshake containers in the trash can by the strip club and go.
If you say so.
All
Let's
right.
get a move on that.
Hey, by the way, Mr. there, Craig, you were asking about his religious affiliation in his dossier, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Because you've taken an interest in his dossier, for John Michael Owens. This is really skinny. Like, there's nothing here. Surely there's something else. Well, why would the law firm not tell you?
What was the name of his that religion he was in?
Well, it says here that he is a representative of the Corybantes religious community.
Has Claire heard of those?
Go to Romy, your cult.
I was going to point out it's also, well, basically the same word as his band name, just spelled differently.
I don't think I have any occult.
That
Yes, you do.
doesn't
You
sound
have those.
familiar, but Claire's going to pull out her personal smartphone and Google it.
No such
Roll it,
religious
face that shit.
community exists that you're aware of, or that Google is aware of.
No, this is some sort of foundation cult, I bet, where one single charismatic leader pulls a bunch of weak-minded and desperate people to him and decides that they should give him all of their money and all of their women.
Well, if I had to guess, it came from just his music.
Yeah.
I was a metal
we're
guy,
gonna have
right?
to- are we going to have to listen to all these heavy metal albums to...
You don't want to listen to the last one before he got out of the band. There's a reason why he's not there anymore.
Huh.
Actually, a little pop-up comes up in in Google. Did you mean Corybants?
Claire accepts its corrected spelling and seeing what happens.
It pops up and says that this is a religious community based on Wicca with pagan rituals borrowed from primitive cultures. Members of the community took on the name Corybantes. The cult has thousands of followers in the U.S. today. And he is the founding member of this religious community back in 2021.
Of course he is.
Of course he is. You mean dance naked in the moonlight with all the groupies? I mean, why wouldn't he?
This is a COVID thing? They like...
And
did
you
under
see
the-
this picture of him along with the article.
Well,
Wow, he does that pose a lot.
yeah. That's the kind of face that says, drink some Kool-Aid and join me on this passing meteor.
Yeah, is it just me, or does he look kind of like a douche?
I think
Yeah, a lot of
kinda comes into
magicians
play.
do.
He's pretty standard. He's pretty standard, like 80s, 90s.
Claire would like to use her womanly senses and
washed
her
up
psychiatric
rock.
experience
Yeah.
to evaluate the douchiness of this guy. Does he look like a douche?
He has a
Roll-
9 out of 10 douchebags.
Roll douche.
By the way, does anybody here have history or Greek?
I have Latin.
I have base history. I'm going to roll it.
I really was going to put more points in history, but I did not
Dang
have
it.
the dismay to spare.
So,
Can I substitute anthropology?
No, anthropology
Okay, fair
won't
enough.
work. That has no title languages. That's the study of people.
Claire is going to go to ChatGPT and ask for the history of the the cult or anything
Just-
related to it.
Don't ruin our game with AI.
So as you're reading this, on the webpage for the cult, right? The article about the cult. It's not a webpage for the cult. You see, roll me a spot hit. See just how obvious this is.
Pretty obvious.
I don't see anything.
Claire, the word Corybantes is underlined in blue.
She clicks the link.
It takes you to a mythology website, and it lists Corybantes and says In Greek mythology, Corybantes were dancers and musicians who celebrated and worshipped the cult of Cybele, goddess of the Mother Earth. And I will put
Yay,
that
Claire
right here. There you go.
falls down an internet research hole and starts looking up Cybele, the Greek historical mother goddess.
Cybele, also known as Magna Mater, Great Mother, is a Phrygian goddess associated with nature, fertility, wild animals, and mountains. Her worship spread to Greece and Rome, where she is revered as the protector of cities, agriculture, and wild nature. Cybele's cult was known for its rituals involving eunuch priests, the Galli, and ecstatic practices, including self-mutilation.
She's going to blink and go, John Michael Owens. That's not a Greek name, is it?
No.
Well, maybe he's Greek on his mother's side.
Sounds like a neo-pagan cult that got too stoned, decided they'd use old ritual just so they can hang out, do drugs, and fuck.
Well, most of those, like especially if he started around the time of COVID, it was an excuse to get together with all of his groupies, do drugs, and fuck.
Still better than Scientology.
Absolutely. Okay. Internet research, John Michael Owens.
John Michael Owens, born in Austin, Maine in 1983, 43 years ago. His mother, Rose Morrell, died during the birth. Now, the identity of his father is unknown. Shortly after being born, John Michael was adopted by the Owens family in Boston. Further down it says, since his adoption, there is not much more information about John Michael until 1999. That's when he started partying like it was 1999. After this year, it is easy to find his name connected to a long list of minor offenses: theft, possession of drugs, assault. A real keeper. In 2002, he was a suspect in a kidnapping case, but was let go due to lack of evidence. In 2016, he formed a heavy metal band called Corabant, and they released their first record, Idle Days, on the Yan. And I'm going to put this info here so that you have it as you tumble through the mouse hole. 2016, yeah. The lyrics to their song spoke of mystical themes and mentioned a primeval being called Shale Nuganoth.
Claire is still idly Googling, and she's going to look up Rose Morrell.
Okay, Rose Morrell. Rose Morrell. Let's see here. That's interesting. You pull up an article dated January 12th, 1973. I will provide the article for you. Sorry, that's just a picture. Here's the
Loading.
text.
Wi-Fi's being a little scratchy in this poor room.
We're not in the war room.
January 12th, 1973. Biology professor at University of Boston accused of malpractice for indoctrinating several students announces his resignation. In an early morning press conference on campus, the university president said that A. Neville had proffered his resignation as dean of the faculty of biology and that this had been accepted by the council. After an exhaustive review of the facts, Professor Neville added, "My madness and negligence are indisputable and indefensible." The parents of the students affected, according to an interview conducted by this paper, have asked for Professor Neville to be banned from teaching. However, a small group of students claimed that there was no Alexander Neville biology professor. In the spotlight, indoctrination. Anna Clarence, John Hornwell, Emily Passif, Ronald Norton, Eleanor Wells, Catherine Baldwin, Rose Morrill, Hillary Smith, and Lindsay Ritchie claimed that they will make statements in his defense if the case goes to court.
Claire just kind of goes, huh. Wonder if his dad was Richard Norton or Alexander Neville.
That is an interesting question.
You know, if they should be in the DNA database, both of them at this point. I'm sure we could probably run the test.
Well, I mean, she died back in the 70s. They certainly weren't entering people in DNA databases back then.
No, but we still
No,
have
but-
his body.
I feel like Neville might be in the database somewhere at least.
They weren't taking DNA, well, for unless he was arrested for something after.
Perhaps, I don't know. It's a shot.
Claire, can you look up the Cernunnos that his last audio was named after? See if that has anything to go with all this stuff?
Oh, the
The instrumental song he did that was playing it backwards was causing issues.
Shoal
Days,
Newgroff.
man.
Cernunnos, the one he released this year.
Okay, she's going to Spotify that album and play it on the car.
Look at us using all the modern technology.
I mean, like if the name is something else from Greek mythology that he's borrowing.
I mean, maybe it's in like the
Spotify-
details on
Who is
Spotify.
this? Who is this?
The Owen's last song that he recorded was called Cernunnos. Want to see if maybe that name had anything of interest. I think that's how you say it.
Hang on a second. Where did I post that at? Oh, so
It's right before.
yeah, okay, that's part of the Azimir.
Yeah.
It has its title Cernunnos. The track, 3 minutes long, recreates sounds from the forest of nature and here. Let me finish giving you.
A quick check of the name
Here's
says
the
it's
last-
a Celtic.
Here's the last little bit. The forest of nature and primitive instruments. In the background, almost imperceptibly, the crying babies and other indescribable sounds can be heard. I need everyone to roll me as she plays this on Spotify. Roll me your sanity
There it is.
Oh boy.
or your POW. That is.
Oh, POW? Okay.
Roll me your POW.
Oh.
Roll me your POW.
Can I
Okay.
just keep
Check
that roll
out.
since it is the same number at this moment?
That'll be fine.
Okay, cool.
Kapow, kapow, kapow. If you fail, you feel a tingling sensation that rises up over your body, up to your head. You notice a strange smell of vegetation and
I
a
think
flavor
any of us
of.
Claire. Or no, did Elvis roll yet?
Yeah, I don't think any of us failed.
Okay.
Well, I see 2 sanity checks and 2 POW checks. Where's everybody else's POW check?
Well, our sanity should at this moment probably be the same as our power, so that's why I just kind of left it.
Terry
Okay.
Morrell. Let's verify that right quick.
And if it helps you
POW
all,
70.
This is the most sanity I've ever had as a player.
Oh, don't say that out loud. You know better than that.
85. Yeah, you come for me.
Shit.
Come on, bitch. Come for me. I'm ready for you, Shub Nigvath.
Oh, you're gonna pay for that one. It's gonna be funny as hell.
I will
Where's
be
Craig's
laughing.
power check?
That's
Did
power
not
check.
roll?
Did I not see it? No, I don't see it. I see
I don't
Terry,
see.
Claire,
I
and
don't see
Millie.
Craig. Oh, you're right. Craig didn't do one. Craig, can you roll
Where-
me your power?
Oh,
Yeah.
cheater. Cheating.
No.
There we go.
All
Now,
right.
you have a
Craig.
feeling creeping up
Here we
you.
go.
I feel
Okay.
like it's weird. I saw the dice actually roll, but it didn't. Whatever. Found her being weird.
Yeah, it didn't show it. I don't know what happened.
Who knows?
You feel a tingling sensation rising up over your body to your head. You notice a strange smell of vegetation. A flavor of fresh grass covers your palate, making you sleepy. For a few seconds, you feel detached from reality. Roll me your sanity now.
Better roll.
Wait, you must overcome a pushed pow. Why would you go straight to a pushed POW roll? What changes on pushing a POW roll?
Consequences are worse if you fail.
Oh, okay.
I've seen people do.
Craig, okay, so take 1 point of sand loss. You have the following hallucination as you trance out to this. 1,000-year-old trees surround you. You hear the screams of women coming from an old stone building, a chapel in a clearing in the woods. The screams almost obscure the chant of the hooded voices that surround the outside of the sanctuary. The screams of the women give way to a silence that precedes the first cries of a newborn baby. Among the whispering of the hooded figures can be sensed the rejoicing which accompanies the second cry of another child. And so it is that you hear the sobs of several babies being born inside this chapel in the woods. After the last cry, there is silence. A wild bellowing is heard, which makes the woods tremble. From inside the chapel, a man emerges holding something in his arms which is writhing, bellowing, and grunting in an inhuman way. While the man looks at it with pride, he approaches the edge of the clearing. There, he kneels down and raises up his arms, offering up that which is throbbing in his hands in the darkness of the forest. And the trees part, and the darkness approaches, primitive, engulfing. It throws you to the ground under dark hooves that exude the origins of time. You feel terror course through every cell in your body before coming out of the trance.
What the fuck was that?
An instrumental.
You all
Um,
didn't.
You know, it's kind of got a little bit of like that kind of industrial where they mix other sounds into it. I don't know if I could sleep to this, but it's interesting.
So you all didn't. And then he'll explain exactly what he experienced.
Claire is going to blink at him. Does this seem normal to her?
No, it doesn't. Go ahead and roll me your sanity.
I'm wondering if she should psychoanalyze him, thinking he's mentally ill.
That you could probably do as well. So everybody else roll me your sanity.
Yeah, fuck you. If I'm going down, you're all coming with me.
I rolled a 9, bitch. Try harder.
If you succeed, take 1 point of sand loss. If you fail, take 1d6.
It's okay. Now I'm at 69 sanity.
You get an insanity, and you get an insanity. Everybody gets insanities.
Okay, I would like to assess him for mental illness.
Okay, go ahead.
So tell me more about this this feeling you have.
I don't know. Is it related to that ASMR crap?
I mean, I know what you're talking about. What does that have to do with it? Did you just get the tingles or something?
I got tingles, and I had a fucking hallucination.
Maybe it was the milkshake didn't agree with you. I've never heard of people not being able to tolerate dairy getting hallucinations, but
Maybe it was something like some ingredient, but then all of us would have been having
Really?
some
Not
trouble.
necessarily. Like an allergy can be individual.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
This isn't typical for an allergy. Have you had other auditory or visual hallucinations?
Not lately.
Well, keep an eye on it. Tell me if you have more like that. Um, you might need to go to a hospital.
You'll be the second one to know, I promise you.
So I would like everyone at this point to make me 2 intelligence rolls. The first one is going to be for connections. The next one is going to be for sourcing the complete police report, FBI report.
One. Shit, that's the first 2 in a row success I've had probably this whole campaign.
All right. So everybody here, whether your player recognized it or not, your character has tied together this professor, this town, Austin, Maine. It sounds like there's something familiar about it. You can't quite place it, but
Of course, it's familiar.
something
She's from Boston.
Something niggles at the back of your mind.
Claire is from Boston. She's probably heard of Austin before.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's that place where they have
With
that
the wine
that
festival.
wine festival. Yeah, the wine
Yeah.
festival.
I remember my parents taking me there once for that wine festival. I mean, it was pretty boring for me. They
With
didn't have
respect
too
to
much
the way that the word
killed children activities, except for like the dancing in the tub with the masks. That was kind of fun.
Okay. We're going to take 5 minutes for a quick bio break, and I will see everybody back in 5 or 10 minutes.
Cool.
Cool.
In a bit.
Deal.
We should have fucking killed Neville.
I tried. Threw a knife at him.
True. You actually hit him.
I did, yeah, got him. Got him in the leg. Old bastard's resilient, though.
Hopefully, if he shows up, he's got a limp.
If he doesn't, we really know he's into some shit. I was, I don't know, I get all these emails from Indeed, all the time.
Oh yeah.
And I always glance through them, just look
Sure.
at what opportunities are out there. And I see there's so there's a position. It actually doesn't pay bad at all. There's a position that I'm like more than qualified for, but it's in a town called Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Oh God, no.
Which, yeah, it came up in the news this week.
Is that the one where the sniper got the two firefighters?
Yeah, the neo-Nazi sniper shot two firefighters for no apparent reason except, God, I just hate those people that fight fires or something. I don't know.
Well, no wonder they're having trouble hiring for that area right now.
I know, right? But I'm looking at them and I'm like, that's a good. It's $120 an hour.
Damn, that's nice.
I was like, I could. Yeah, like in my brain, I was like, shit, Idaho, fuck that. But then I was like, well, that's a good amount of money for Idaho, isn't it? Then I'm like, ooh, oh yeah, okay.
Maybe not that part of Idaho.
Yeah. It's like, I really hate firefighters, but you know what I really, really hate? Ceramic engineers.
Now that's a brand new sentence.
I don't know.
It sounds like someone's trigger phrase or something. I really, really hate ceramic engineers, Paul.
What the fuck is a ceramic engineer?
Me?
You're a ceramic
Somebody
engineer?
who engineers ceramic.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
ceramic engineer, yeah.
So, like material science?
It is materials. It's a sub. It's a specialty of material science.
At least your kind of engineering is actually hiring right now.
Because I totally thought for a minute you were like engineering like little ceramic minis that they like then paint and sell, and
that would be awesome. I should start doing that. That's probably lucrative. I don't know. Minis are usually plastic, right? But people be like, "Fuck yeah, ceramic."
Well, back in the day, they were actually ceramic.
I bet they were. Yeah, I bet they were.
You see how much Warhammer models cost? Because trust me.
Yeah. Especially if you're willing to paint them. Because people do not want to do that.
That's the fun part.
Yeah, right?
No, they'll pay you big money. Oh, there's a lot of people that pay big money for painted Warhammers.
I mean, it'd be about finding the time, but I would love to paint them. I still haven't yet.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep myself to where I only buy new models when the ones I have are built and painted.
Yeah.
It's a good system.
So you don't buy them very often, then, right?
I just bought some this week that should be in Saturday. Oh.
Hello.
Hello, issue, Ain?
I did have a bit of an issue. And I was trying to tell you that area in Idaho is full of white supremacists. And the theory I heard is that the fire department tested burning some condemned properties, but they were belonged to the Aryan Nation.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. I guess they put themselves in the crossfire, huh?
Oh, no, they were condemned.
I'm kidding.
They were condemned, but that the reason why it pays so well is because that area is full of white supremacists.
Right, yeah, that's what I was afraid of, looking at these news reports here.
I'm not mad at you for the dark humor. I'm mad at you for the pun.
Which pun? The crosshairs?
He said crossfire and
Oh,
fire.
Crossfire. Yeah, fire.
There's
Okay.
a dad with a guy was committing suicide. Yeah, after you.
At the end of the ASMR, the Spotify continues and it rolls into the next suggestion, and you hear the following information. It's a podcast. Sorry, hang on. I lost my. Where'd it go? Give me 1 second here.
Are we about to get an episode of Joe Rogan?
Oh,
No. You hear a podcast called Talking in the Shadows with Joe Rogan. No, I'm just kidding.
God.
I won't narrate the podcast for you, but the host and his guest are talking about the murder of John Michael Owens. And it's mentioned during the course of the interview that takes about half an hour that there's a possible connection to two others that happened not too long ago. And what's more, the person that's been looking into this, Mr. Bruno Wachowski, that brought up this to our attention, he seems to have compiled some articles related to these crimes. Next week's guest is going to be Mr. Bruno Wachowski, and you've been listening to Talking in the Shadows.
Okay. Claire gives a thoughtful hum and then Googles Bruno Wachowski.
You come up with this picture of this young man here.
Intellectual dark web.
yeah, but he looked like a
Ah,
podcaster.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Are you loving doing a game in the modern age where you can just Google all this shit in the car on the way to the first location instead of having to go to the library and 5 different trips to find it all?
Make him bite us in the ass, though.
Well, the bad guys can find just as much information about us. It's just an easy way.
You find a webpage dedicated to him. He's talking about how he's been tracking some murders that have happened recently. And according to the webpage, it discusses that he thinks it might be tied to some religious cult. He doesn't happen to mention the name. An asterisk next to that says that the name of the cult has been withheld to avoid potential liability lawsuits. People are so happy these days. And it says that he is available if there's anybody that has further information that would help him in his investigation. He is looking, evidently, into the death of his friend, Amber Kelman, who died in October 2025.
Was he one of the pre-gens whose name slipped my memory?
I don't think he was, but let me double check that.
Don't remember Bruno.
No, I don't recall either.
Well, not. Yeah, I think we used all pre-gens that chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember Bruno. But Amber had
No
a lot
one-
of
no one
friends.
played
Bruno
the
Wachowski was the colleague of Amber at the Bangor Gazette.
Oh,
That's
that's
right.
right.
The
Yeah.
character's call his phone number will go to voicemail. Bruno will call the investigators in an opportune moment in the proceedings. Amber asked him to investigate. So he is an investigative reporter with the Bangor Gazette.
We talked.
This is the guy that we tried to get a hold of. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We actually did succeed in getting a hold of, actually. left something with him before we all died.
You did talk to him, yes. And it talks about that he's gathered information and that he's offering a small reward for any further information that will help him in his investigation. Evidently, it was tied to some now defunct fertility clinic.
Fertility clinic. I mean, for what I've seen of cults, usually they prefer to do the fertilizing directly themselves.
Ooh.
Yeah, with turkey baster, exactly.
Yeah, no.
Gobble, gobble.
Turkey baster. Well, I mean, it's the control thing. You've heard those stories about the fertility doctors that ended up using their own sperm, right, and ended up having like 300 children.
Yeah. You're trying to outdo Genghis Khan. You just can't outdo Khan.
We've considered that doctors are prone to god complexes, so yeah.
I almost said that's fucked, but too on the nose.
Technically, no fucking involved, literally. But an actual cult would be like.
They would be full on fucking.
Right, like David Koresh and all those other guys. They're like, all your women belong to me.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
All the way back to, what was it? The Mormons who are like, yeah, I totally found these tablets in the woods from the Egyptians where Jesus came to earth again. They totally said I could have fucked more than one woman at a time.
Here's if they're underage. Tablets say they're okay. This stream's about to get canceled.
Okay, so the podcast ends and the stream stops playing.
Okay, she plays some more instrumental music from that band.
Oh.
Not that particular one.
Can I use my phone while she's doing this to just look up Bruno Wachowski and see if he's got information on his investigation so far?
He's easily findable.
Does Bruno have a band?
Bruno does not have a band.
You want to be the leader of his fan club?
And for those of you that passed your second roll before we forget, you realize with the name of the FBI agent on the police report that you think that you can get the unredacted copy from him when you show him your credentials that you're working for the lawyer.
Okay, did she pass out credentials to us to prove that we were working for her?
There's a letter that states that that you've been hired by the law firm.
Excellent. Okay.
Okay, and while you're looking up on your phone, Bruno pops up at the Bangor Gazette with a phone number.
I'm a bit more curious to see if he has anything posted about his like some kind of page for his investigation before calling him directly.
The information that I've given you is what is available.
I'm sorry. What's the connection here? What's the connection? I mean, other than, being back to back on Spotify, Bruno was researching Amber Kellerman.
Oh, he's saying there's some kind of...
also had an investigation going on into Owen's murder, and that there were two other murders that had, what was the exact thing here? a possible connection between two others that happened not long ago.
Yeah, that's what I was looking. That's what I was looking
And
at.
because you were listening to Owen's music,
I get
the
it.
algorithm picked out that this was an interview that mentioned Owen's name, and so it took you to this podcast which mentioned Bruno's name. Welcome to the internet, the algorithm, and your Call of Cthulhu session.
Okay.
Let me
Bruno,
tell
fair
you,
question to ask.
if the Cthulhu mythos is real in 2025 and in Call of Cthulhu, you know, all it takes is one person scanning in the King in Yellow and we're all fucked.
Is there a Delta Green scenario where that happens?
I'm sorry.
Probably.
They told me not to do it. I didn't realize scanning it in would cause Trump to get elected. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, let's not do that. Okay. That's just a joke.
Okay. So, we could give this guy a call before we go and talk to the FBI agent. Just figure out what he thinks is connected. Let him know who we are. Maybe he'll help us out. Give us a bit
Not a
more
bad
insight into
idea.
it. Yeah. All right.
We're headed to the hospital first, though.
Of course.
We'll still call him on the way.
Yeah, I was gonna call him away, sorry. So I'll kind of like hunch over into my corner of the car and or put it on speakerphone when it becomes convenient.
Yeah, hello, this is Bruno. Go for Bruno.
Hi, Mr. Wachowski. My name's Terry Montroy. I'm working down in Bernie City, Oklahoma. I suppose you might know why I'm working down here.
Bernie City.
That ring any bells for you?
I'm in Bernie City.
Oh, no shit. Well, look, we're investigating into the Owens case. And we came across your name and your work, and we're wondering if you might give. You picked up these connected cases you've been working on.
What do you mean you're working on the case?
We're just looking into it.
You mind if I ask why you're looking into it?
We're private investigators.
Why would private investigators be looking into an open and shut case?
Claire is going to give him an alarmed look and be like, and trying to remind him that the lawyer said they didn't want the press involved.
No, I know, I'm not. I was going to say, I'm afraid I can't disclose why we're doing this, just that someone has an interest in what's going on in here, especially with the connection with these cases you're mentioning.
Wait, the cases that I'm mentioning? I haven't mentioned any cases. What are you talking about? Are you okay?
I'm sorry, out of character. Was there no mention of...
You didn't say anything. You are on a phone call to him. You have not mentioned other cases. He has not mentioned other cases.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to reach into there and so yeah, in connection with death of Amber Kelman.
Oh yeah, that was. I'm trying to track down what really happened. There were some people that were helping with that, but they've fallen off the radar.
Well, we've got a similar situation down here, and we're just interested in trying to put some of the pieces together.
What do you mean similar? I don't understand. A young woman that was getting fertility treatments ended up dead? I didn't hear any news about that.
I'm sorry, seriously. Remind me out of character. Is this information? Were the two cases not mentioned in the podcast?
The two cases were mentioned in the podcast, but they're not related per se. He's looking into two separate cases, and you just said that there's a case similar to Amber's case in Bernie, but Amber didn't have her head cut off.
Okay, forgive me. I had my
That's
information.
okay. No. That's okay. That's all right. Don't sweat it.
Alright, so do you mind if I rewind a tiny bit with that information verified?
That's fine.
Alright,
Actually, you
cool.
don't even need to rewind. You can just correct yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw two cases. I thought they were related. About these other murders taking place and that you've connected to the Owens case.
Oh, the Owens case. Now that is interesting. There were two other people that have died recently that had their heads removed, and their heads have gone missing. Nobody knows where they are. I've been trying to track down what's happening. This is the third person to literally lose his head. I'm thinking about calling the murderer the Queen of Hearts killer, except given where these were, I can't tie one person to this, but the MOs are so similar that well, okay, they're not that similar. The similarities end at head missing, but that's not really like a super common thing.
Of course. And it's just why we're curious why we're really kind of just wanting to hear your side of this story and see what you've gathered, just for our own purposes, and perhaps we can collaborate a little bit on that matter.
Yeah, that Hermes Ramstein law firm took the killer's case, or at least the alleged killer. But there's some interesting similarities beyond the missing heads. All three killers seem to have had strange memory loss, and of course the heads disappearing, but there's really no motive or link between the accused and their victims. Not that I've been able to find, anyways. Plus, the weird thing is, the victims all received income from accounts affiliated to a Neville Wineries, a winery located in a remote town in Maine called Austin. They have a little wine festival there every year. I don't expect you would have heard of it. Which is closely linked to the same people that I suspect might have killed my friend, Amber Kellerman.
Well, now that you mention it, we did see something about Neville Wineries just in our preliminary research, but not much. You mind if we just sit down for coffee and you share a little bit of what you found?
Sure, I'd be happy to meet you for coffee. He texts you the address for a Starbucks. It's about 2 blocks away.
Thank you so much. I'll be seeing you soon.
Okay. And you did not tell him that you're working for the law firm, right?
That's correct. I just said I'm a private investigator.
Okay. So you all, I guess, are you all going, or is it just going to be one person?
It might be better if it might be better if I just go at this point. I can meet you all back at the hospital if you want to come back pick me up, like an Uber.
Yeah, split up. We can do more damage that way.
It's not gonna look as suspicious if all of us just sit down at the table together, but as well.
Okay. So we'll fast track to the Starbucks. You see Mr. Bukowski sitting at a table in the back. He appears to be sipping on something in a venti cup.
Claire
Hey,
would
Lipton
have
iced
told
tea
him
tastes so good. You don't want to sip it. You want to
to
chug it like
record the conversation so that we have a record of it for our reference later.
Of course, I got you.
Millie would have reminded him not to run your mouth. You tend to run your mouth.
I got you. I'll keep it just to brass tacks, all right? Nothing extra.
All right.
Okay, so hi, I'm Bruno.
Hi, Terry. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Terry. Have a seat.
And she'll sit down with a little grande frappuccino to wrap the day up. A little boost.
Okay, so he pushes some articles over to you. They've been cut out of newspapers and glued to a single sheet. Art collector Ferdinand Bradford, he starts out saying, February 21st, 2026, Portland, Maine, a truck driver took a detour 2 states off of his usual route to murder an art collector. Ferdinand Bradford, art dealer, renowned collector, murdered in his wheelchair while at his country retreat. The murderer, Emil Mikhailov, used a heavy sculpture to amputate his head and take it away with him. The trial was held last Friday with Mikhailov found guilty of murder. The well-known law agency, Hermes Ramstein, represented the defendant without being able to produce any proof of his innocence. Cornelia Ramstein, director of the firm, declared that her client was one of many victims in our country's judicial system. Despite allowing the accused to be interned in a state prison closer to his family, on the day following sentencing, Mikhailov took his own life in his cell, taking advantage of a failure of a surveillance camera at the penitentiary. Murder of the Reverend. Last April 19th, a 25-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of the murder of Reverend Cosi Fusto. The man, identified as the young artist Carlos Enrique Duarte, is the main suspect in the Reverend's murder case, whose lifeless remains were found last Friday morning in San Antonio's Catholic Church in Sacramento, California. The corpse presented with serious signs of violence, the hands bound together with packing tape to mimic a prayer position. According to police reports, they have yet to find the victim's head, and it has only been possible to identify the body by the fingerprints. The Sacramento police chief has declared that there is no doubt that Duarte is responsible for the crime. Evidence found at the parish house and a dozen witnesses' statements point to Carlos Enrique Duarte as the author of the crime. Although there is no clear motive which links Duarte to Reverend Fusto, it is hoped that this will come to light during the trial. And then a second article about this, Carlos Enrique Duarte, convicted of the murder of Reverend C. Fausto, was found dead in his prison cell the day after being handed a life sentence. According to the Sacramento County Penitentiary's report, Duarte took his life in his cell first thing in the morning, using a bedsheet to strangle himself. You know, and it's damn weird that the Ramstein law firm is also representing this murderer as well.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
I mean, if you think about it, why would a winery that is a co-owner of Neville, or why would a law firm that is a co-owner of Neville Wineries be involved in these murder investigations as a criminal defense?
You know, it is very interesting. I gotta give you that. But they are a large law firm, and who knows? Maybe they just pick bad cases, incredibly bad cases.
I'm not somebody that subscribes to. Okay, so once is accident, twice is coincidence, 3 is enemy action.
I hear you. I've heard it before.
I
suppose that remains to be seen with our current case, but like you said, it is a little open and shut.
All 3 victims received an income from accounts affiliated to Neville Wineries, and the law firm that defended them is one of the principal shareholders in this winery. I smell a wine rat. Is that a thing? A wine rat? A rat drowned in wine?
No, I'm sure they do. They'd probably die happy, though.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that Amber's suicide was faked. I think that these people have something to do with it. That's how I became interested in this case in the first place, in these cases in the first place. They're not the same, but this Children of Almathea, they seem to be wrapped up in this like some sort of Gordian knot.
What can you tell me about the Children of Amalthea?
Most of the information I have comes from public sources. Neville Wineries, created by Professor Neville. He hands you the same newspaper article you saw before. Former professor. I don't know. I'm trying to put the pieces together, but this is a complicated set of cases that seem to be interconnected. But I can't prove it yet. Which is
Well,
why,
it's certainly curious.
which is why I'm appealing for more information.
Unfortunately, at the moment, I can't really offer anything to you, even if I wanted to, because I don't have anything. I'm fresh on this, but I do really appreciate you sharing with us. Do you mind if I just take a few notes here?
Go ahead.
And I'll just,
most of this information is public knowledge. Although I'd kill to get a closer look at the records before the court happens, so I can see if there are more similarities.
As I'm writing down just like, key bullet points, I'll ask. So, what exactly similarities would you be looking for if you were to get these test results?
When you look, by the way, at the picture of Carlo Enrique Duarte, he looks just like Craig.
Terry lingers on the picture for a second, looking kind of puzzled, but then tries to put the poker face, the stone face back on.
As they both resemble Alexander Neville.
No, they don't.
You said the spitting image of Craig, right? Not John Michael?
No, Carlos Enrique Duarte and Craig Harris both look really, really similar.
Look like me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be like trying to rein in the eyebrow raise, but then just return the poker face and ask him again, like what he might be looking for in similar test results.
Yeah. So, it looks striking resemblance is the words that come to mind. Like these guys could be brothers or father and son or some sort of familial relation.
You know, there's a website dedicated to finding some person's real life twins somewhere else in the world, and they get really, really similar. Like, there isn't so much diversity among people that you can't find somebody born in another country that looks just like you.
That's true, but Terry's not gonna pull out the phone and do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, here's my card and my number. I'll be staying at the Hostel 6.
I'm sorry, I don't think I heard what you might be thinking on the similarities in these test results. I'm not.
Well, I mean, that's I've given you what I have right now. The disappearance of their hats, the link to the Neville Wineries, the fact.
Well, right, but But you mentioned you would be looking for certain similarities in the police's test results. And, well, what you've got here doesn't include the test results from the other two.
Well, it hasn't been taken to court yet, so it's not been made publicly available as of yet. So
What makes
I
you-
would have to wait for the court case to get my hands on those records.
Well, what makes you think, what would you be looking for, theoretically?
Well, I mean, in both cases, their hands and feet were tied or taped or otherwise restrained together. And
Right,
they
they're
were
very
stabbed.
symbolic, right?
Yeah, and then they were stabbed and then head cut off. So, just looking to finish tying this together as being related. Clearly, it's not the same person doing it, and yet there remains an unresolved link. Now, I can't put my finger on what ties these together, but there's got to be some common cause. The people that killed these people did not have a discernible relationship between each other. They were strangers.
Indeed. Yeah.
Except possibly for their connection to the children of Alethea, which makes me wonder if there's something deeper there.
Well, what exactly was the connection between this artist, this art collector, and this reverend to Children of Amalthea?
They both received money from the winery.
That was all?
How much more do you need?
If they had
Out
some...
of the out of the hundreds of thousands of companies, 3 people who had their heads cut off were all receiving money from the same business.
Just what they were receiving money for, perhaps?
Unfortunately, financial documents don't list the reason why the money was transferred, just that it was. We'd have to dig deeper to find out why.
I see. Okay. Well,
It's enough for me as an investigative reporter to see 3 people killed in the same way, all receiving money from the same business, to say that that's their link.
well, I'll tell you what. I'll text you later. And maybe pay you a visit after.
There you go. Well, here's my card. And if there's anything I can help you with, a little quid pro quo, I really want to nail these guys.
I understand. We'll see what we can do going forward.
I owe it to Amber.
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Wachowski.
Okay. And with that, he tosses the last of his Finte in the trash and leaves.
Alright, yeah, I'll shut off the recording and probably call an Uber to the hospital.
Okay, so
And on my way there-
was going was the hospital?
Yes.
On my way there, I guess I'll try the Twin website just to give it a whirl on the ride.
Do you find your twin somewhere else in the world?
Well, Craig's twin, but yeah.
Do you enter that in, that Craig has a duplicate in this convicted guy?
I guess I could still find the picture from the newspaper of Duarte, right? And reverse search it. I don't know. I've actually never used it before, so I don't specifically know how it works.
Technically, you could just Google his name or the case now that you know about it.
Right? Yeah, that's what I meant. And then put that through the Twinifier, the Twin Finder. Or do some just classic research. But
Yeah, it's find your twin stranger, your face doppelganger.
But yeah, just out of curiosity, that's what I'll be doing on the way to the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, use face recognition software to compare your image against millions of profiles in our database. So technically, you can upload your picture, you can upload other people's pictures, and you can compare them against the database and be compared against in turn.
There's no way I'm giving my picture to that police.
Yeah, that's asking for it.
Sounds like they probably already have it because other assholes have put your face in there.
Well, doesn't mean I have to be party to it.
All right.
I'll also text back like a picture of the notepad that I'm on the way and, didn't blab too much.
Claire's going to send him a thumbs up emoji for that.
By the way, did you guys ever tell me that you were trying to look at the video of the club and I missed it, or
Video of the what?
Back at the.
I thought we saw it back in the lawyer's office.
okay, yeah. So there's a blurb here about what happens. So you look at the video, and the recording finishes 1 hour before the crime. The video can be downloaded in the file and analyzed in depth. Images can be amplified with the application without specialist knowledge. Place can be. Oh, hang on a second. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's something slightly different. Okay, you haven't investigated that part yet. Okay, never mind. Okay, so at the hospital. So a brief recap as we get started with the hospital. When the police arrived at her house to arrest her as a suspect for the murder of John Michael Owens 2 days before this started, police officers found her in a catastrophic state comparable to the effects of a heroin overdose. Thanks to the speed of the medical team, they were able to save her life. Since then, she hasn't said a word.
Most cops carry Narcan around. Okay, most compassionate cops carry Narcan around. Maybe it's not that common.
Thanks to the speed of the medical team, and in Oklahoma, the cops don't carry the Narcan. That is God's way of cleaning the streets of the gutter trash. Thanks to the speed of the medical team, however, they were able to save Stella's life. Since then, she hasn't said a word. This has made it impossible to interrogate her. On the 3rd floor of Dougherty County Central Hospital can be reached by elevator. Inside, there are big mirrors and loudspeakers playing elevator music in the background nonstop. You go to room 314, where Stella Konsberg is staying, and it's under police surveillance with a uniformed officer at the door. It's a small room, about 100 square feet, with a bed and security windows. On one side is a bathroom with just some minimal facilities, although the bathroom mirror has been taken down recently, leaving the wall bare.
Do we have to stop and talk to the cop before we get access to the room?
I'll get there in a moment. Stella, who is lying stretched out on the bed, appears older than she is because of a lack of sleep. If you compare her to the photographs on her social media page or her image in the last video, it is clear that she has lost a lot of weight. Her body is connected to a drip, and at the side of the bed, an electrocardiogram monitor makes a regular beeping sound. Beep, 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 beep. Some handcuffs lock her right wrist to the security bars on the bed to stop her from getting out. Stella still appears vacant, as if she were under the influence of tranquilizers. As you watch from the outside of the hallway looking in, as you're getting ready to talk to the police officer to request access, you happen to notice, without needing a spot hidden roll, that a fly lands on her nose and she doesn't twitch. Yeah, what do you want? The cop says, standing in front of the door.
We're working for her lawyer, and I'm here to interview her to assess her mental condition if I can.
You got some documentation there, Professor?
Doctor, and she produces the documentation.
Doctor, excuse me, fancy pants. Look at this. So let me see here. Shh. Hey, Sergeant, I got a doctor lady here. Says she's working for the defense. She's got some bona fides here. That says she's working for the Ramstein law office. Shall I let her in? Shh. 1 minute. After a couple of minutes, the radio's back. Yeah, that checks. The lawyer sent him in. Let him go ahead and go in. But keep it to a max of 2 people. Roger. All right, so 2 of you can go in.
Claire looks at the rest of them and goes, and which of you would you like to accompany me?
Probably not me. I'm not the best with people. That's a good job for our charmer here.
Hello?
Millie, Terry, would either of you like to?
Oh, sorry, I thought I was still in transit.
Oh, no, you're not.
You're here. You're here now.
You're here, yeah.
Oh. Well, of course, if you're asking. I wouldn't mind picking her brain.
Of course. Millie seems to be the strong, silent type, so perhaps she might observe more, but certainly every little bit helps.
She'll watch her back.
Watch Craig's back, maybe. Okay, officer, I believe we're ready to go in.
Okay, he lets you in.
Okay. Claire is going to take a moment to observe the target, but you already said she was ignoring everything around her. So she's going to reach out and gently brush the fly off her nose.
Let me out here. Got me prisoner. We're inside a very, very, very dark well. Help me out. We need a plan.
Don't say anything, they're watching us.
Really?
Huh.
She's going to check the chart at the end of the. Well, actually, they don't do charts at the end of the bed anymore. She's going to check whatever it is they check in modern hospitals now to figure out if she's on any sort of medications or if they've counteracted the opiates yet.
And I'll meanwhile just take a seat across from her and start gently asking her to tell me when I'm trying to guide her to be a bit calmer about things since she seems delusional.
I didn't do it. It was that woman. I saw her while it was happening. It was that reflection in the mirror. My reflection.
Okay,
It was my reflection.
Your reflection, huh? Yeah. It must be scary. What do you mean by that? And yeah, I'll just continue on gently.
Yeah, can Claire use psychoanalysis to calm her down?
You definitely try.
Would psychology be valid? I don't have anything in psychoanalysis besides space.
Psychoanalysis.
Okay.
Okay, hang on a second here.
What the hell? I'll give it the 1% chance just in case.
Did I accidentally close Foundry? Shoot. Okay, hang on.
Nope. Close though. Kind of.
Kind of. Just.
Nice.
He appears to be under heavy sedation. Her speech is slurred. She's coming off as paranoid. She appears to be having delusions. And yet, while she is distressed and talking weird and crazy. Her demeanor, there's something about her demeanor. You try to talk to her and reassure her.
It's burning me. It's like ice. It's in my head and going through my whole body, my arm, my legs, my navel. Do you have a navel? They come in. They come in through your navel. They burn you. They have ice and they know how to use it. You know. Despite
Okay.
giving your best effort,
She doesn't really seem to snap out of it.
Okay, Claire's going to take detailed notes of everything she's saying. Claire is going to try Rorschach's tests and see if she can get.
No. Noodles is dead. She killed him. He only wanted to protect me, and he ended up buried under the flower bed. Oh, beautiful Magnus Salopidi, the same color as his eyes. Now I won't have to take him out for walks. He's dead. That odious creature killed him as if she were an animal.
Hey, now, is this the same creature that you saw in the mirror?
You used to have a dog.
The doctor's lying. She wants to cause me harm. She talks to the flies, but by telephone. Yes, by telephone. she's a bloody liar with a flat rate tariff. But don't tell her, or she'll hurt me. She's got everything covered, you know. She hears everything.
I guess it'd be really awkward if I gave her D4 sanity back and she started making sense.
Just
Well,
saying, a large, rotund African American woman between 40 or 50 years old, who moves with a grace and agility that you could scarcely imagine, comes in and swiping her card on the computer to look at the medical records. Oh, hello there. I'm Dr. Darlene Hench. I am her physician, taking care of her.
Claire is going to offer out. Claire offers out her hand to shake. Says, "Good morning. I'm Dr. Thompson, Dr. Psychiatry, not medical."
Ah, okay. I guess you're here to assess her?
I am indeed. Have you noticed anything?
Well, I'm the only person who's been taking care of her since she was admitted. She hasn't really been speaking until now. I heard her saying something. I couldn't make out what it was as I was coming in.
She's
What was she
unfortunately.
saying?
Oh, she's babbling. Something about her dog.
Dog? She thumbs through the file. I don't see a dog here, but that wouldn't be the first time we had incomplete medical records, especially on
Why
somebody
would-
that comes in that doesn't have that isn't
If
being
she-
communicative.
If she had a pet, why would that be in her medical records of all things?
Sometimes they're in the medical records, like service dogs, seeing eye dogs, emotional
Huh?
dogs. You'd be surprised
Allergies?
what's in the medical records. Yeah, allergies. Might
I
know
guess.
if the patient has a dog, because you can put that patient that has a dog in a room with somebody that doesn't have a dog but has severe dog allergies. You could have a severe complication going. And she sort of wiggles her hands back and forth, like she's trying to bring up like some sort of Gordian knot that has to be cut, like an impossible problem.
Well, she's not making a whole lot of sense, but she is. She's talking at least. Hopefully, this is just a sign that she's coming down off of whatever she was high on before.
Yes. And by the way, schools don't allow people to send their children to school with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches anymore because they're afraid that somebody that's not the child sent with the sandwich might get a hold of it that has a peanut butter allergy. So
I heard that they tested that and that actually having a peanut-free table works better than banning peanuts from the entire school because a table is easier to enforce.
yes, and yet that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Anyways, so yes, we're absolutely in a time and place where things like people having pets would be written down for worrying about allergy, despite the fact that if the kids had been given peanuts when they were younger, they probably wouldn't have the allergy. Some people have suggested that waiting so long to get it is part of what's causing the issue, but whatever. I digress.
But yes, it makes enough sense that someone might have that relevant information on their file. But that's kind of a big
But also
bite.
just be confirmation bias. When we were giving kids peanut butter earlier, the ones that had the allergies died. So you didn't see it as often. Very important that you eliminate confirmation biases. Okay. So what are you saying to her now?
Were you saying something, or I don't think I was saying something.
I believe AIM was saying something.
Claire is talking shop with her about her coming off of her medication.
Yeah. But you had a psychoanalysis role.
Yes. Well, I mean, I guess I could share the fact that I think she's delusional.
So I need you both to roll your sanity for this highly emotional scene as she returns from whatever place that she was at to reality for a few seconds.
Oh man.
Claire, you don't take anything. Terry, you take 1d3.
All right.
Claire's going to get a lot of work this campaign psychoanalyzing everyone, isn't she?
Probably. I also need you both to make a second sanity roll for a hidden reason.
Okay.
Nice.
Are you familiar with a term called synesthesia?
Yes, actually.
Yes, that's when,
You see music, basically. You see the sound waves.
Yes, you get different inputs than what the input isn't reflected in what you're actually experiencing. You experience it through another of your senses.
Yeah.
So as this scene is unfolding, both of you have a synesthesia event causing this second roll. And if you fail, it doesn't look like either of you failed. Congratulations. Nothing interesting happens.
Nothing interesting happens.
Hooray.
Claire nods and smiles at Dr. Hench, and yeah, poor girl's delusional. I suppose we could get her committed instead of getting her put in jail, or she get some help,
She could use
I
it.
would probably agree with that, but that's up to the judge. It's out of my hands. All I can do is make the recommendation, which is what I've been doing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I agree with you. But yeah, let's just finish up here, Dr. Hench. We're not in your way, are we?
No, I don't think you are.
Presuming I'm still sitting by Stella, could I, while just ask like, "Hey Stella, the doctor's here. Did you wanna talk to her or anything?" If she's lucid enough to understand that properly.
Say that one more time.
Telling her the doctor's here and asking if she wanted to ask anything of her, talk to her, or anything like that.
If Stella wants to talk to the doctor,
Yes, that's correct.
Stella's not really responding. She seems to have slipped back into whatever was going on with her before.
Okay. Could I give her just like a physical once over? Just
Absolutely.
bodily
Thank you.
condition?
Thank you. On one of her arms, Stella has a reddish mark. It looks like a birthmark with a characteristic shape. Bear with me one moment while I look this shape up.
I suppose we should probably inspect her navel because she was talking about things entering her body through her navel.
Find out if she's an innie or an outie.
Well, if she wasn't an innie before, I'm sure she is an innie now.
True.
At least we'll have. Well, it'll probably be easy to compare and find out.
Also, I would like to run psychology on Dr. Hench.
Yeah, I'll do that as well, just to like gauge how the conversation's going. See if she's hiding anything from us.
Bear with me a moment. Birthmark in the introduction.
Take your time.
That's wet.
This is the birthmark that you see.
Oh, hell.
That'd be really interesting if I recognized that symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bear with me one minute here. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. All right, it's 8:30. Let's take a quick break. I need to get some water, and then we will pick up and wrap towards our ending for the evening.
Okay.
Okay. I guess I could use another drink. BRP. Hello.
Welcome back.
Oh, hey there. I'm glad I could turn around that blabbermouth situation a bit earlier.
I knew if I tried any of the roles for Persuade or that, I was gonna fail them hard. This ain't my area.
But I didn't have to roll. I just was like, oh shit, I've been operating false pretense. Or had the wrong info. That was actually nice of you. Just let me pull it off as, oh, sorry, I meant to working on.
Everyone makes a mistake, talking to someone.
That's
Oh,
very
what?
true. Yeah.
It's like you said, we're also working for that lawyer you're looking into.
I was sure not to say that. Oh, interesting.
There's a dossier on a computer. Wait. So, are we done with the hospital?
No, I think we had something left for.
No.
I'm not. Oh, right, we were going to do a physical checkup, but all we saw so far was the birthmark and a bruise or two, I think.
Wouldn't surprise me if she's just keeping her drug. That's where it was injected at.
We do want to check her navel just in case. Because, I know she's been, delusional, but at least half of that stuff made sense.
She said the killer was in the mirror.
Yeah.
And the mirrors were smashed in the room.
Well, we're supposed to use the meta, so perhaps it could have been some kind of, supernatural situation, or it could be psychological, and that's probably where our characters' heads are at, I'd imagine.
Out of character, we've got a clone of my character who's.
Yeah, that was the concerning. I was like, oh, yeah. Okay. I guess maybe we've all got clones just running around out there.
Well, when we see the nightclub, we need to pay attention if there's any doors behind mirrors or something like that.
Good point.
Good call.
Some corporeal explanation.
I hope we get a chance to kill Hinch.
Alright, I would like for...
Did you
We
say
lost
that?
Aiden. Just in the waiting room.
I would like for Aiden's connection to I would like for Aiden's connection to be fixed, so she can join us.
Roll internet.
Roll for internet. Okay.
IRL rolling computer use or electronics.
Yeah.
Every time we go for water.
Hey, look, tonight's tea tastes so good, you don't want to sip it. You want to chug it like
Coincidence?
I think not.
Oh, maybe.
Hinch has been one of the most just banal villains we've had. It's kind of there, doing your thing.
I like character. I want to shoot her.
Very fair.
And hey, Keeper,
Yeah.
is this
What's
Craig
up?
that I'm playing the same Craig from the last scenario?
No,
Or do
it's not.
I need to play him as if he wasn't involved with that?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
You
That's
just
one of
happen
the
to share a
fundamental
name.
reasons why it's different characters.
I thought that was the case, but I wanted to at least confirm with that.
No, that's fine. I need for everybody to roll me your luck. And if you fail, I'm going to take you to another channel and beat you like a baby seal.
Warranty void seal is broken.
Joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
Oh.
Okay. Oh my god.
Do you really need to take us to
Wow.
another channel?
I don't think
Just for
I do.
individual punishment.
We'll resolve this when you guys go out and info dump.
Did we get to confirm or take a look at her navel?
You want to take a look? You want to take a look at her navel?
It's if she'll allow us, like physical checkup is.
I don't think she's in a particular. I don't think she's in a particular state to refuse you to allow her to look at it. Let's see here.
Just because she mentioned it, it's just like a gentle physical checkup, see how she's doing, is what Terry was wanting to do.
Hospital gowns are usually tied in the back, right? It's like not an
Yeah.
easy thing to do. Look at somebody's navel.
Yeah, so that's going to be
You really have
I'm
to
going
do
to
that.
do this real quick. I hope you're okay. If you're not.
She's catatonic, right? So.
I mean, that's morally
Did
dubious. Feels like
you
it.
touch the birthmark, by the way?
Did not explicitly state it.
Okay, nope, that's fine. Okay.
Didn't think particularly to do it. No, probably just like observe, note.
On her right hand, she has some small recent cuts. You can make a fighting or medicine roll for me with a bonus die.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you didn't see it, Claire would like to touch the birthmark.
Okay. Claire. So the skin around the birthmark feels a little warmer than the rest of her body. In porn, they might say hot and throbbing.
Oh God.
Is she having trouble with spec? I don't hear her.
Yeah, it says she can't talk.
I can't talk, but I can hear you. Did you try going to user settings, going to the video audio settings, and changing your microphone and then changing it back? Okay, well that sucks. You probably have to restart Discord or restart the computer, whatever. We can move on without that. That's okay. How to print with that new skill? Yeah, okay. Actually, I'm pretty sure that we can take care of that. So unlock the lock. Hit the trash can. Lock the lock again. There you go. Done. Thank God. Okay. You don't think that trying to see the navel is gonna do anything, and you can see through the thing. It doesn't look like there's anything particularly interesting around the navel area. Nothing's poking out, and you're not sure that it would be worth the juice and the squeeze to try to lift it up and see if there's like. Are you worried there's like little teeth in there or what?
No, it's just the thought process was to follow. I mean, yeah, maybe we should be, but the logical and character thought process was to just say like, hey, she's saying something weird's going on with her navel. Check that out.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Naval dentata.
But she's also stark raving mad at the moment. So
What?
a pinch of salt with everything she says.
Right.
Yeah, Claire's putting pressure on it. Does she freak out?
Let me take a look. No, pressure doesn't. How hard is she pressing?
Good
Like, is
question.
she trying to break the skin, or is she just like pushing in on it a little bit, like
She just says go near, so I think it's
touching
light
your
pressure.
No, that shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, pushing a little.
She does not freak out if you go near her navel. That is not something that sets her off.
All right. Just to conclude, does it feel like she has a fever of any?
No, but you do find. Did you pass your medicine roll?
I didn't roll medicine because I've only got base.
Oh, did you roll fighting?
Yes, but I did pass that.
Okay, and you passed
Quite a
that.
bit.
Okay. Blood analysis was done when she was admitted to the hospital, despite police and the doctor saying the toxicology does not show that she had any heroin in her body. Her blood was clean of any narcotics. They had not even administered any tranquilizers. It also mentions a bite mark of a dog on her right leg and an anti-rabies injection. This was evidently a bite that she received from a dog.
Okay. Claire passed her medicine check, but that's interesting. They said they concluded she attempted to commit suicide with an overdose, but then found no drugs in her system.
The Oracle in the Matrix would say, bingo.
I see. And also poor Noodle, yeah. We better pay her home a visit, I guess, maybe. Like Claire points out, she acted drugs, they assumed, and now she's just like this. Well, I guess I'll give her a little pound of the cheek after checking her fever. Yeah, hang in there, sugar. We'll get you out of this mess. If she even registers that.
How does she respond to being called sugar?
Hang on one second. She doesn't really seem to be.
Oh, Aim, is your mic working anymore? I see the mute on you. I don't know if that's just you or if something changed. Ah,
Sorry.
yeah. Sorry to hear that.
So it's a microphone glitch that only happens when you go to the bathroom. Okay. Yeah. Poor dog. Get better for some reason. Very uncharacteristic of a pet. Especially a beloved pet like that. When you mute yourself while running OBS. Okay. Obsidian? Oh, okay. Got it. It's the recording thing, right? Okay. That is about Let me see here. Let me take a peek at the other. So, here's some other observations that you get from her. She appears to have completely lost her mind. Her body is limp. Her face wears an unhinged expression. Stella is not aware of anything happening around her. It's as if her senses were filtered through a deep tunnel connecting her to reality. She seems to have suffered from a profound trauma and appears to have possibly some phobias as a result of this, but nothing that would acquit her of murder. Do either of you have your cell phone with you?
Presumably so, yeah.
Okay, I would like for you to both roll your luck. Okay, nothing happens there. And
Can I roll?
You're not in the room.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, you're standing just right outside the room, right? Go to roll.
Yeah.
Go to roll your luck for me.
Want me to roll mine then?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll those lucks.
Oh wow!
Yeah. That's what I call luck.
Really? Your phone starts doing marimba. iPhone is telling you that you got a call coming in. Just as this is happening, our Claire and
Terry.
Claire and Terry, she starts panicking. She is in an absolute fit of a panic. Go roll me your intelligence.
Who?
Ah, damn.
This are being rough
Your
tonight.
intelligence aimed. Yeah, Terry, you think you saw a swallow outside, and you think that she saw the swallow and started panicking. Claire, you put together the pieces and realize that she's probably in a panic over the cell phone going off. Some sort of a phobia, especially with your earlier psychoanalysis.
I'm gonna give A maybe a second to think of what she wants to do, but what Terry's gonna do is just try to reassure and calm down Stella as best she can.
Is there anyone interesting on my phone?
No, it's a telemarketer.
Dick.
They're trying to sell you solar roof.
Of course they are. Yes, of course.
Freaking spam bots.
Yeah, I got issues with that. I've started getting text messages from people I don't know in faraway zip codes asking me weird, stupid questions. Hey, you busy right now? Like, I'm not even responding. New phone, who dis?
Your phone
Okay.
is.
She doesn't respond to the sight of a phone, does she? Like if I take out my phone to just make sure it's on vibrate, yeah, she doesn't react to that.
Hear us. I'm not sure what prompted that. Hey, I can hear you.
Oh, maybe that was me responding back. I just decided to type back and respond through speaking.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Not unmute phone. Okay.
Yeah, but she still it doesn't react to the sight of a phone, does she?
Oh yeah, if you pull your phone out, she goes into a panic as well. The sight or
Okay.
sound of a phone seem to.
Then I'll be I'm real sorry. I'm real sorry. See, quiet. I'll like even turn it off for a second and put it away and see.
She's
Well,
crying,
we're good here.
pain, struggling to get off the bed, but her wrist is chained, so she can't get away from the bed.
I will like physically go and hand the phone away. Hey, like there, it's gone. It's all right, still. You're still safe here. All right. You're okay.
Dr. Hench looks at you, looks at the patient, and says, "Okay, I think that's probably been enough excitement for one day. You're going to have to come back another time and do this later. She needs a rest right now." And you see her pull out a syringe and a vial, and she pokes the syringe in.
I suppose there's
Drawing out some medicine.
I suppose there's a way to say like, well, hey, now this is the most active she's been. We'd like to get to talk to her a bit more if she'll have us.
Now the doctor is
If she's
very
already put in.
insistent. The doctors are very insistent. And no, you won't be able to try to roll to calm her again. The doctor has chosen the course of action and will not be dissuaded. She's going to sedate her and to let her rest. Supposedly. You want to roll me your medicine?
I mean, I might as well start rolling it on the off chance I get a pass. Prove it. Come on, where'd you go? Flip. Nope.
Yeah, no. So she injects maybe half an inch of medicine into the IV line, and she chews you out. You notice it doesn't take very long, a few seconds, and she starts getting calmer and seems to lapse off into a sleep as the doctor is guiding you out of the room. Officer, she isn't to have any more visitors today. She needs her sleep.
Of course. Well, do let us know, and I'll just give like a phone number to Dr. Hench. Please let us know if she wakes up.
She looks at
Any
the
other
card
development?
and nods and says sure, and she sort of offhandedly tucks it into her lab coat.
Appreciate it, Doctor. You have a good evening now. If she wakes, okay, that might be my bad to say. But now that you mention it,
Yeah, it wasn't the doctor that said if she wakes up.
no, yeah, that might have been my bad. I might have misspoke, but that might have been out of character suspicion coming through. Yeah, I guess we head out and brained up a little bit.
Okay, well, we're going to wait one moment while she reboots Discord.
Of course.
It's almost sure to fix it. And you got this on the stream, right, Derek?
Yeah.
Welcome back. Are you here? Hello, hello. Did you check that the computer's mute is not muted? Like the software mute? Maybe? well, I'm not hearing.
Me neither.
I haven't heard anything.
All right. Probably getting ready. We're probably getting. This is probably a good spot to wrap up here. Okay. So. I'm going to take each one of you because each one of you have something slightly different. So hang on a moment. We're going to pull you each in. I'm assuming that you're all talking about what you saw and found.
Yeah.
Maybe not bringing up the whole coincident yet, but yeah.
I want to cut the stream just in case this is something our characters aren't going to share.